Hi, it's Leslie Meredith with Breakbulk Events and Media here in Houston with Alex Keene, who is representing the Florida Ports Council. Welcome, Alex.
Thank you. Good morning. How are you today?
I am so great. Now, I understand you are not new to Breakbulk.
That's my 14th year coming to Breakbulk, and it's really nice to be here in Houston, and just really a congratulations to all the hardworking staff for getting the Breakbulk conference every year, and it's a really energetic. You felt it last night, especially with the second line band. That was really a nice touch. But
Yep.
really seeing a lot of good things this year with the show. A lot of participation, and again, a lot of energy.
Absolutely. So you've certainly seen not only the Breakbulk Americas, the event itself, change over the years, but the industry itself. So give us maybe a couple of significant changes that you have seen over the last 3 decades or two.
Oh wow, thank you.
Sorry, no.
No.
I'm like, well,
That's putting a
before
number
you
on my
were born.
experience,
No.
But anyway, no, I'll be glad to share that from the perspective or through the lens of our port. So, just really quick is we're one of 16 Florida deepwater ports, Port Panama City, and I'm the port director there. But we're primarily a bulk project cargo and do containerized cargoes as well down into the Caribbean. And what you've seen over the years is, a lot of commodities historically have shifted from traditional breakbulk shipping into containers. And so as you work through breakbulk and try to keep the breakbulk, traditional breakbulk commodities moving in breakbulk, keep that healthy, you really have to, no pun intended, really think outside of the box. And so that education, the exposure to the conferences like Breakbulk, all of the initiatives to bring along people and educate them, because breakbulk is vital to shipping. It's vital to have that mode. It's flexible. It's and it's a very personal industry. It's relationship driven, and so. But we've been able to, fortunately, keep a lot of breakbulk cargo moving. We handle 2 million tons of cargo a year through Panama City, and half of that is breakbulk cargo. And so a lot of paper, a lot of metals, and it's because of how breakbulk carriers can react, how you can amass large amounts of cargo with ease and get that loaded on a shipment and move to destination. And then keeping those strong relationships is key.
Right. Well, tell me what kind of project cargoes are you seeing at Panama City?
So we are, for Panama City, we handle project cargoes for oil and gas, like heavy umbilical reels. We handle, every once in a while, we'll see generators or transformers move through. We'll see specialized shipments of pipe move through. And also, for instance, one thing we have going, a success story for Panama City is Burke Pipe, a very large oil and gas pipe manufacturer that has a plant. They're undergoing tremendous expansion, and so the commodities and the equipment for that plant expansion are going to be moving through the port. And so we do a lot of the specialized breakbulk movements. You just don't hear about it a lot. So.
Wow. Okay, so give me a quick summary of what you think the outlook is for 2026.
It's very dynamic. It's been a dynamic year. I think it's going to continue. You can ask, if you have several people in a room, you're going to probably get several different answers. But what we feel is that we are seeing some effects of the tariffs. It's a very dynamic trade right now. We saw a lot of advancement of cargo ahead of possible tariffs, and so inventory increases now in the U.S. So you might see a pendulum swing and a slowdown for a little bit, and then as that's bled through the supply chain, you'll see that come back. At the end of the day, these commodities are critical. You've got to have them, and so they're going to keep coming into the U.S. But it's going to be it's kind of uneven right now in some areas. Now I will say it drove us to a very, very good year for cargo activity, and I think that we'll see probably a little bit of a slowdown and then a push back again. But that's kind of what we're hearing. I think if you talk to Florida ports in general, we're very unique. There's the Florida ports. There's not a state port authority. So each port's its own entity. And so we have the Florida Ports Council, which is kind of the advocacy group for the Florida ports. And we've got an excellent, tremendous staff that works in Tallahassee that helps, collaborate and build strong relationships with our agency partners, with like the DOT and other entities for projects, for growth, expansion, and grants that we work towards as ports. So really proud of the organization, proud of what they do, proud of our state. We have strong leadership in our state, and we are really open for business. I mean, you will not find a better group of ports to work with, and that specialize in break bulk, specialize in project cargo handling with the equipment and the ability to do that. So, right, come see us. That's what I
Yeah,
say is come see us in
absolutely.
Panama
Well,
City. Come see us in the state of Florida. So,
well, it sounds good to me. And I do want to thank you, for Florida Ports, for sponsoring our Global Experience Lounge. So it's wonderful to have the group here. And we hope that, we'll continue this great relationship.
I think it's great to sponsor that. It's an avenue to build relationships. As I said, this is a relationship industry. And so I encourage everybody to stop by the lounge, meet representatives of other Florida ports and the council there. I hear they're serving some really nice drinks over there to wet your whistle. And so please stop by and say hello. We'll be glad to have you.
Sounds great.
All right.
Thanks so much,
Thank you very
Alex.
much.
All right.